Hello, everyone. This is Letizia Pingitore, and I'm so excited. Today's the first show of my, I guess you could call it a grand opening show, Live Your Dream, It's About You. And I have some exciting guests today. I just can't wait to get started, and I'm so happy you're here to join us. So we're going to go for a few commercial breaks, and then we'll be right back. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Live Your Dream, It's About You. And I have a very special guest, Erick Tyler. He's here right now, and he's going to play a song for us in a few minutes, but first we're going to do a short little interview. Hi, Erick. It's great to see you.
What's up? How are you?
Great.
Good,
I'm so happy to have you here on the show.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready to rock.
All right. And I hear you have a new CD out.
Yes,
right here.
I do.
And
it's called Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I guess it's kind of like, for me, you know, I have some days where I'm kind of emotional or whatever, and that's what the acoustic songs are about, you know? They're about girls and all that stuff. And the electric guitar stuff is like the days I think I'm Jimi Hendrix or something, and I'm just, you know, going crazy. So it's kind of like a combination of the both, so that's why I call it Stuck in the Middle.
Oh, that's great. I love it. And are you going to play a song off of that CD for us?
Yeah, I'm going to play, I guess you could call it the single. I guess that's what we'll call it. We're going to call it the single right now. That's a fact now. I don't think it's called the single, but whatever. It's called We Are Alive. It's basically a song just about being alive. I don't think I've ever been dead, so I don't know if that sucks, but being alive is really cool, so I wrote a song about being alive.
All right, that sounds good. Now, before we get into that, do you want to tell us about any like gigs you have coming up or anything like that?
Oh, man. What's today, Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
I got a solo acoustic show April 5th at the Skyline. That's going to be fun. They got good tacos on Tuesdays. April 7th, my band's going to San Francisco to play a gig, and then we're going to Sacramento April 8th, and then we're coming back to Fresno April 9th at the Shanty. So we're going to put, that's like full band stuff, you know. And then April 16th, we're going to be at Outlaw Tavern. We got a lot going on, so.
That's great.
The people just need to add me on Facebook, man. / Erick Tyler Music. That's where I put all this stuff.
Okay, so that's the place where they would check out. Well, April 9th, I'm excited about that because that's my birthday, so.
Really?
Yeah, so that sounds
let's
good.
Have a good time, the Shanty.
All right, and that's here in Fresno, or?
Yeah, it's on Shaw, I believe.
Okay, but if they go on Facebook, then they can find all the information?
Yeah, I got everything there.
Okay.
I get lazy like that. I put it online, and then I just kind of, it's gone now, so.
Well, as long as they can get to you, that's what matters.
Yeah, right.
So do you want to go ahead and get into a song now?
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Okay. Anyways, this is the song called We Are Alive, so.
Outside the door.
song.
That was a pretty bad guitar solo, though.
Oh, no, that was wonderful. Yay. Thank you so much for playing that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Yeah, that's great. Definitely, I'd call that the single. That's a great song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. You got to hear the other ones though. You heard the last one, right? You don't want me anymore. My brother makes fun of that song all the time. That was like a really emotional moment in my life, and I just get home, my brother makes fun of it in front of me. So whatever.
Oh, well, that's what siblings are for. My sister does the same thing to me. So.
Yeah, and eating all my food. But yeah.
So, anything else that you want to talk to us about right now, or let
Oh,
us know
man.
what's going on, or?
You know, follow me on Facebook. I got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. I just got Twitter the other day. I'm not really good at it. I don't know. You tweet, right? You just tweet little sayings.
I was gonna say,
And I don't really know, you
you're-
know.
You're a lot younger than I am, so you're probably better at that stuff than I am.
I'm not very good at it, but anyways, yeah, I got all that good stuff. Just follow me everywhere, man.
And again, I'll show you that Stuck in the Middle. This is a CD.
Yeah,
How
you
did
can
they
get it
the
online.
CD?
How did I get it?
No, how did they get it? How will they be able to order it?
Oh, you can get it on my Facebook, my website, ericktyler.com, ERICKTYLER. My parents, they chose CK for some reason. I don't know why.
Because you're
And-
unique.
Yeah, I guess. And anyways, I think they were just arguing, and he wanted C and she wanted K, and they're like, "Fine, we'll just have both." That's how my parents were. And then you can just get it at my gigs. You know, I sell my gigs for usually a discount price if the people are cool. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So, well, if you don't mind, we'll have you play another song in a few minutes. I'm going to bring on some other guests. And
That's the only song I know.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll do some
Don't
more.
scare me.
No, yeah, we'll do some more.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Thanks, Eric. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. Can I smash my guitar now? Just kidding.
No, because then you can't play.
I know, right? Acapella.
Okay, so we're going to go to a commercial. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Live Your Dream. It's about you. And I have some exciting guests. Right now, I have Brian Poth and Bev Anderson, and they're with the Source LGBT Plus nonprofit. I'm so excited about your nonprofit. I'm just so happy to have both of you. Thank you
you.
so much for being here. And on the opening show, too. It's great.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So if you could just kind of like tell us about the nonprofit and what it does and all of that.
Sure. I'll go first,
That's true.
and then we'll go down the line. So Bev and I started talking a couple of months ago, actually, maybe at the end of last year. So the nonprofit's called the Source LGBT Plus Center. It's opening in Visalia. It'll open May 1st. It will be the first of its kind in our county to be a brick and mortar resource center for gay, lesbian, bi, transgendered, queer, questioning, whatever letter you identify as. Even if you don't know, you can come on in, and you don't have to identify as any of those things either. But we'll have a brick and mortar location where you can belong. And get information about resources that already exist in the area that you might not know about, whether they're mental health, social events, things like that. I grew up in Tulare, moved away to live in Los Angeles, and just moved back to the area and saw that what I was used to having in Los Angeles didn't exist here. And so decided to talk to Bev and find out how we could do that. And so after a few conversations that we had, we got a lot of people on board very quickly to volunteer.
That's right.
Oh, that's so exciting. That's just wonderful. And so what, like if people wanted to donate, what could they do, or what do they need to do that?
Well, right now we have a CrowdRise account, so you can go on our Facebook page, The Source, LGBT Plus. We also have a website.
Yeah, the website's thesourcelgbt.org. You can go on there, and there's a donate button. We have a really, really awesome website. Thank you, Amy Benton.
That's right.
She designed us a very, very robust website. But on the site, I'm going to say it again, thesourcelgbt.org. You can go on there and click the donate button, and that will take you directly to our CrowdRise site for funding. And in a couple weeks, we'll have a direct PayPal link for you to also donate.
So Brian and I had some conversations because I'm a marriage and family therapist, and there just is a real lack of mental health services in our county, period, and then also for anyone with any family acceptance issues. And that's kind of where my heart is helping people, you know, accept themselves so they can live in their own skin and live life and appreciate life, and so there still wasn't much of that. And so I'm also affiliated, and so is Brian, with Center for Spiritual Living, and our board, of which I'm the president in the moment, decided about a year ago that we really wanted to do something in terms of outreach. So we're kind of already known as the gay-friendly church.
Yeah, you could
in
say the gay
Visalia.
church.
Simply because, we welcome everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Any faith, any color, and of any mindset. And so we really started moving in that direction, and then this was just synchronicity, and it's just exploded in a really great way.
Mm-hmm. And after talking to Bev and just sort of putting the feelers out there for people to get involved, within just a couple weeks we had our first sort of meeting. It had 20 people come to it. The next 2 weeks we had 40 people. Mm-hmm. We now have over 40 signed up on our email blast to come to our meetings. We've already incorporated. We are we're in the process of our 501c3 status. That should be approved in the next coming months. And what should have taken months and months and months just took weeks, because there's been so much momentum, because there's a community already in Visalia that have been doing the groundwork for this type of work for years, 2 decades. There's the Pride Lions, there's PFLAG, that's a very healthy organization in our area that's been serving as sort of the go-to place for LGBT families and youth and allies for years. And so nothing's been called the Gay and Lesbian Center or the LGBT, and certainly not T. There's a lot of transgendered youth in our area that really feel like they need a place, they need a voice, they need people to advocate for them. So we hope to be that very soon. And we were blown away by the momentum that this has had. And so many people have said, thank God, thank you for doing this. And it wouldn't be possible without all the other people that came before us and laid the groundwork to make it even available, to make our place, our little place, Visalia in the Central Valley, the most accepting place for something like this to happen. It was like perfect timing.
It sure does sound like it. That's just so exciting. And you're right, the Center for Spiritual Living is a great place. I go there too. That's how I met these two to begin with. But it's a wonderful place because it's very accepting and open to everyone of all faiths, of all beliefs, of all, whatever. So I'm just so excited for you. I can't even tell you how much.
Thank you.
And
we'll have a couple events coming soon. So we open our doors we said May 1st, but it's a Sunday. Who knows if we'll actually open on a Sunday? But we might be able to invite everyone over from the from the Center for Spiritual Living. But that first week in May, we're going to have a kickoff party for Cinco de Mayo. Bakersfield's Gay and Lesbian Center. They are going to throw us a huge kickoff party on May 5th. It's going to have performers and alcohol and raffles and dances and all kinds of stuff. Lots of music, lots of performing. So we're gonna organize our group to go down there, and anyone who's interested in coming, just like us on Facebook. You'll get all of our blasts, or go to thesourcelgbt.org and find out all the information. But that first week is going to be a real kickoff. So Bakersfield will be first, May 5th. Then the 6th of May, which is a Friday, we are going to start our first Friday's participation with the Visalia Arts Consortium. And so we will open our center up as a pop-up art gallery. One day, it'll be open all month, but that's our premiere night, will be May 6th. So we'll feature LGBT youth and LGBT members of our center's art within our center, so that you can come and look at the art from our community, and offer that up to the community at large. And then on the 7th, which is the Saturday, there is a club called the Republic, and we're working with Orlando from OMG Productions, and he is going to throw us a party there to kick us off in a different way. So we've got a family night, we've got an out of town night, we've got an art walk night, we've got then a drag Queen Night on Saturday. So we're trying to very quickly distribute the opportunities out to the community to come and be involved and support us and help fundraise.
That's wonderful. That's great. And Bev, because I know you said you're an LMFT, will you be providing like counseling or have that part in there? Or
One of the first things we're going to do is to really develop a collaboration. I've already been in contact with UCSF, their Center for LGBT Resource and Training. And we're going to get a group of, we've already got a number of people who are interested in providing services to therapists who will provide services to this population of folks. So we're going to put together a training group, consultation group. Initially, we're going to be doing some groups out of the center and a lot of referral, information and referral. And then in a year, probably, when we're in a bigger location, we'll be able to offer some on-site counseling. But right now, you know, we want to make sure that we have good base of referral and that the therapists are really up to date in their knowledge about, you know, how to, you know, what the concerns are. And so we've got this great collaborative relationship going with UCSF that I'm real excited about.
oh, that's great.
That's a
wonderful.
great point too, because we're outreaching to a lot of people that we may not know about. You know, just by being a presence. If you're a clinician or a therapist or a doctor that wants to and is willing to treat not only LGBT clients, but you know, is willing to work with us on training to getting us in the Central Valley up to speed with where we are medically with some of these issues. Please contact us. We'd love to work with you. And the larger reach we can have in different areas, the better we're going to be able to serve the community. We're going to act as sort of a hub to connect people initially, and then, like Bev said, once we're funded through grants, we'll be able to bridge the gaps and sort of fill in where things don't exist. There's a lot of resources out there that already exist that we don't have to reinvent the wheel on. We can immediately push those out to. We can push clients out to those services, but we can then say what's missing. How can we fill in the gap? And then create like a peer-to-peer network. We're already talking about one-on-one mentorship programs with transitional age youth, 18 to 24, hooking them up with older people who are well into their careers, in their midlife area. They've lived in the valley. They know how to navigate marriages, personal life, adoptions, things like that. We're also talking about working with youth services, finding there's a big homeless LGBT population. That's on the agenda of hoping to find housing opportunities and employment opportunities for that that part of the population. It's really important to us. And then also the foster care system. You know, foster kids are thrown away because they identify as lesbian, gay, or bi or transgender. A lot of those kids are almost impossible to place. And so if we can reach out to our LGBT adults and offer fostering children, there's a lot of same-sex couples that want to foster or adopt, and that would be the perfect way, I think, to integrate those two things and be able to serve two things at the same time. Help two different people at the same time.
So there's a huge need and a huge opportunity. We're working with a researcher from UC Santa Cruz. She's helping us really do a really thorough assessment of needs, and again, working with the Family Acceptance Project up at UCSF. That's one of the things that I really want to focus on initially, is getting the training, getting as many therapists in the Valley trained as want to be trained on the Family Acceptance Project and their model, and then being able to offer that to families and individuals and really start those groups fairly quickly. So we're excited and honored to be doing what we're doing.
Well, I think that's just wonderful. You were talking about the transitional age youth and some of the different things. I know because my sister's a therapist as well, and she works for Turning Point, and she was saying that she'd be interested in finding out about your services and everything, because she deals with a lot of the same population. So that would be great. I can hook you up with her, or have
We'd
her
love
call
to.
you, whatever it is.
I've met a couple people from Turning Point at a different event, and they were very interested because they said that, you know, some of their clients need services, need community. They need something that they can't give them. That, you know, that they need a community of people who they can relate to. And so
Right.
they've already reached out to us, but it would be really nice to hook up with your sister and have a real connecting point there. And that's kind of what this is about. It's taking, like what you said, you know, we open our mouths, we say what we're doing, and somebody raises their hand and says, I know somebody who wants to do that. And so we're just fortunate enough to have enough support that we've been able to open a space up. And if you'd like to have a group there, you'd like to volunteer there, we'll be open in May. So
That's great. I mean, I think she even said something about maybe they can even come over and train my staff or kind of educate them on that. So I will definitely give you that information. This is just so, you're right, it's just synchronistic. That's a perfect word. Absolutely. And the synergy and everything involved. And of course, like I've known you two for years and you're great people. I'm just, I don't know, just so excited. I'm so honored that both of you are here today.
Thank you.
And especially the grand opening show, too, for my talk show. And it's just perfect. I mean, live your dream. It's about you. And it's just great what you guys are doing. I can't even, it's going to bring tears to my eyes. I can't do that on, but anyway, so I'm just really touched and honored.
thank you for having us. And congratulations on you living your dream.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Thank
this is
you.
a huge step, and we're honored to be asked to be on your first show. It means a lot to us.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Ah. Who's in the
Oh,
picture?
yes. Please tell us who else is involved with like who's on the screen and who's involved in the source.
Oh, do you want me to read
Go
it
ahead.
left to right, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, left to right's good.
So left to right, we have Reyes Anaya. He will be our recovery services coordinator. He'll help place LGBT youth and adults if they need access to recovery services like either a 12-step program, or if you're having substance abuse problems and you need an outpatient or inpatient treatment facility. He knows all of the people that have been involved in that. He's been very active in the recovery community in many, many different ways for many years. And there's Bev Anderson,
Yay.
licensed MFT. She's our clinical advisor and founding members. And these are the founding members. These are the 6 people that have been talking about this and really did the heavy lifting the first 2 weeks before we had any people in the center to even vote on anything or come up with anything. Then I'm in the middle. I'm
Yay.
the director for the executive director. So yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't know how to explain what I do except ask people lots of questions and ask for lots of favors. I meet a lot of really cool people. And then there's Bill Frawley. He's our secretary. He's been very active in our meetings and in his community. He's local too. He's from Kings County. He grew up in Corcoran and taught in Hanford for many years. He's a retired school teacher. Then we have Nick Vargas. He is a Visalia native, and he graduated from Stanford, was on the Stanford Pride Alumni Board for many, many years. He's our he's our treasurer. And then there's Amy Benton, and she's the beautiful, beautiful girl. I call her girl because she was, I went to high school with her. She's my right-hand woman, left-hand woman. She does everything. So anything that you see on social media, anything that you've seen on our website, she's designed, she's branded us, she's really taken an idea that we came up with and given it a feeling and an image.
That's right.
And she really did the impossible in such a brief amount of time. And I want to thank you, Amy, and thank everyone that's been involved. She gave us an image to live up to, if that's the right way
That's
to put
right.
it.
That's right. She's
You know,
incredibly talented, and if you look at either Facebook page or our website, you'll see how talented she is. We appreciate her a lot. I think she has probably not slept much in the last week. But, I get texts from her in the morning, like 2:38 and 1:36. So I know she's not sleeping. She's working.
and then I get up. We all have different hours, and then I get up at like 5:45, and then I'm texting back, and I won't hear from people, because that's when they're sleeping. Nice, because it has been sort of a 24/7 operation for the past 2 weeks or 2 months, because we all sleep different hours of the day.
but I think you're all working really hard, and it really shows, and it's just wonderful what you guys are doing. Seriously, I just think it's great. And I know most of all of you. The only one I haven't met is Amy, and I look forward to meeting her too. So
Yeah.
that's just wonderful. So is there anything else you want the people to know? You said the website. You don't have you don't have a number working yet, right? A phone number?
So that was important, and I'll talk to that. That was
Okay.
really important. Bev and I talked about the consistency that goes along with any sort of nonprofit, but it's certainly in a nonprofit that's going to be dealing with an underrepresented population, and so when you come to usually when you come to a community center like this, there's two reasons. You're either in crisis or you want some sort of community opportunity, like a social outlet. So there were a couple times that I've gone to other centers and they were closed when their hours of operation had posted clearly they were open or the phone number wasn't working. So we've been really careful, and if there's anything that doesn't connect to what we've offered, please let us know, because it's super important that what we say we're going to do, we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now, because we don't have a physical location and we don't have a telephone line, we can't offer that up. But what we can offer is an email address. We can offer our website. If you need to talk to somebody, give us an email. All of our emails are directly linked on the website, which is thesourcelgbt.org. Once you go there, you'll have access to contact Bev through that website. You click a link, it emails her. You can get on an email list for all of the events. Our website is really the way to get in right now.
Okay.
But as soon as we have a phone number that is workable, we've tested it, it's proven, it's reliable and consistent, up to our standards of wanting to be consistent for people, then we'll go live with that. But until then, we have pretty high standards, I think.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
Well, we want it to be a safe and secure place too. So
Right.
that's it's a big issue for us.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, when you need help and you're going to finally take that step to reach out for something, and you don't want to hear a busy tone or we'll get back to you when we can, or hopefully we'll get back to you. We want to know what we're going to be able to do. So
That totally makes sense. Okay. Well, do you want to say the website again, or email, or anything else, the last closing points that you'd like everybody to remember, or?
TheSourceLGBT.org.
yes, and please donate. We have a CrowdRise site. It's linked through our Facebook. So find us on Facebook at The Source LGBT Plus. I know there's a / in there somewhere, but you can just look in the search bar and type in The Source, and will be the first thing that pops up.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the
you
luck
so
and
much,
success.
Letizia.
I mean, it's just wonderful. And I will get you in contact with my sister for sure.
Great.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so we're going to have a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, and we have Erick Tyler. He's going to play another song for us. Should I Say Hello? And again, it's from his new CD, Stuck in the Middle.
Bam.
There you are, on your own, in a hesitation, I feel it starting to grow. Our eyes meet and you give a smile and slowly look away. I can't find the words to say. will never know, because I never even said hello.
Yay! That was great.
Thank you.
Woo! Great.
Remember that we have people clapping, you know? Or did you go to the bathroom or something?
Well, I could be all the woo! So anyway, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you. It's cool.
And I look forward to having you on the show again.
Thank you. Yeah, happy first show to Letty, by the way. Everyone got balloons. We got balloons for you and everything.
Yay. Okay, thank you so much. We're going to go back into a commercial break. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I am so excited. Today has just been a blessing all the way around. And I am so excited to have Lisa here with me. Lisa Casarez.
How are you, honey?
Oh, she's just
congratulations.
wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
And
I
I
feel the
just-
same way about you.
I feel so honored to have you here, and
thank
especially
you.
the opening show and everything.
Yes, yay. Exciting.
So I just wanted you to tell us about your organization.
Well, Angels of Grace Foster Family Agency is an organization that is in our community to rescue children coming in out of abuse and neglect 24 hours a day. So I have the privilege of going out and rescuing babies at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. And I work alongside Child Protective Services, so it's not something that we do alone. We're basically a collaboration to Fresno County, Madera County, and the other counties within a 2-hour radius of Fresno.
Oh, it's such a gift that you give to the
Thank
the
you.
children. They really
Well,
need
you know,
that.
I'm really excited to tell you that it's not something we do alone, because it would be a lot of work to do this on your own. This is something that the community comes alongside, and we become the power of we in our community. We have a huge drug problem in the world, but Fresno really has this huge problem with meth. And so we get kids coming in out of meth labs all the time, or coming in for domestic violence. And our job is to come in and be able to protect them, to go in and rescue them, triage them. We have a wonderful clothing closet, so we can bring them in and clean them up and give them, you know, a teddy bear and nice clean pajamas and, you know, formula, diapers. We don't just see this with older kids. These are a lot of babies coming through as well. And I always refer to them as my babies, because I get them from 1 day old to 21 years old. But to me, they're all my babies, because God brings them to us. And I'm really blessed to tell you that we have enough. We always have enough. We don't have enough, but I should say we always have what we need. And then God brings it how He brings it through the community. This was a huge problem to keep, you know, the items coming into the clothing closet. So we decided to open up a thrift shop in Madera to help to sustain the financial piece of providing, you know, how expensive formula is and diapers and just the basic needs. And a lot of these children will only be with us for a couple of days until a plan is created for them to go home with a grandparent or somebody in the family. That's always the goal of Child Protective Services. And our thrift shop is located at 200 North Gateway, which is right in the heart of Madera County. So there's any of your viewers that would like to donate items, we take furniture, clothing, household, anything that you feel that you could sell at a yard sale, we could take. And we use that money to help us continue to provide for the children. And then we also have our clothing closet. And it works out really well, because now we're getting children in Madera County as well. So when those children come in, we're able to provide what they need in an emergency situation right away as well. It's all working out. And it takes a community, and it does take people that care about the future, which are our children.
Now, if people wanted to get a hold of you, if they wanted to donate or anything like that, what's the best way?
They can contact us at Angels of Grace. We're actually neighbors to you here at Central Valley Talk. We're in the Tower District, and the number is 268-0000. And they can contact us. We can make arrangements. We're also always looking for wonderful foster parents that can take these children, that I could wake up at 2, 3 in the morning. I don't do that to everybody, but if you're willing, we need you at all hours. Unfortunately, you know, things like this happen 24 hours a day, not just in the morning or 8 to 5, but all the time. So we need to be available to be a blessing. And I've noticed that with my children, they've come back to me now that they're older, and it's so beautiful, because they'll come back and remember that it wasn't such a horrible situation. We made it as acceptable as we could. And hopefully in that moment, we're either going to be, you know, the person that came in and just destroyed their whole life, and this trauma was just a PTS thing that they're going to have to experience. Or we can come in and at least triage them and love them through the process. And those are usually the ones that can rebound and come back and use that hurt to help somebody else.
Definitely. And when you gave the phone number, can you give it to us with the area code just to make sure everybody's clear?
Oh, of course I can. It's area code 559-268-0000.
And then is there a website or anything else you'd
Yes,
want
we have
people to look at?
angelsofgrace.com, also .org. And you can go in and you can find out about the organization and our nonprofit status and how we're really here just to be a blessing in the world.
Well, thank you so much for that. Is
thank
there anything
you.
else you wanted to tell the viewers? Or
We're going to be having our annual Luau of Love, which is coming up. I know Central Valley Talk has always been very supportive of that. And that is also a fundraiser that we have, our yearly fundraiser. We're going into, it'll be on September the 17th, which is a Saturday at Arte Americas. And we're really excited. The community has always been very supportive. We have the Elbow Room, which comes out and caters. And then we also have, we're very blessed that the Fresno Polynesian Club of Fresno comes out and has a whole experience of being in Hawaii. It's really awesome. The kids can come out. We have a dance floor. We dance under the stars. We have silent auction items and live auction items. So if any of the viewers would like to make a donation for our auction as well, and they can contact us at Angels of Grace 268-0000. We're a nonprofit, so it's all, you can use it as a tax write-off.
well, that's wonderful. Thank you so
Well,
much,
thank
Lisa.
you.
I
I'm
really
excited for your new
appreciate it.
show, and the community here is very embracing, so I know it's going to be good. Thank you so much for all, for inviting us to be here. It's exciting. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.